So I've had a bit of a crazy week. I'm away from my usual setup, so I might sound very scuffed, but I absolutely could not wait to talk about the reveals from Adepticon. This was a much larger reveal show than I was expecting, so there is plenty to talk about, some of it good, some of it bad, but the reveals that I want to focus on today are for Thousand Suns and for Kill Team, because oh boy did we get some robots. Starting with the Kill Team reveals, they showed us 2 new Kill Teams. And while both look amazing, I wanted to talk about the Mechanicus Kill Team, the Battleclade. This Kill Team includes a Techno-Archaeologist, a Servitor Overseer, as well as a whole host of Servitors. Not only is this a fun concept for a Kill Team, but with just a little bit of chaosifying, I can have a proper Dark Mechanicum unit to use in my games of Kill Team. As for the wider force, I'm a little unsure if I could use them for anything. The first thing that popped into mind is the Dark Commune, just roboticized, or using just the Techno-Archaeologist as a Fabius Bile proxy. Both these ideas are a little bit iffy, and really not every model needs to be usable for the army. Just having a cool kill team that's thematic with my army is good enough for me. But if you have any ideas for how I could implement them in my army, let me know. For the Thousand Suns, they revealed the Sekitar robots, which are ancient constructs that have been released from the Dark Vaults, meaning that they are some honest-to-god robots in this setting. They come in units of 2 and are focused on ranged firepower, which makes them tonally a fit for obliterators. But I rather like my obliterators, so I started to look at this from a lore angle instead. These robots are very obviously linked to the Thousand Suns aesthetically, and while I could make some kit bashes to push it away from that aesthetic, it might be better to embrace it. Rather than running the 2 robots as a unit, I could run one singular robot as a Sorcerer and Terminator armor. Lore-wise, this could just be a case of Vashtor imbuing these machines with demons to create a new type of demon engine, or perhaps in his own twisted version of the Dreadnought process, Vashtor can take the consciousness of Marines and place them into new bodies. These robots are his successful attempts at prolonging the usefulness of Psykers in his Warband. On top of that, the datasheet for the Chaos Sorcerer matches up quite well with the visuals of the robot. The robots are able to be equipped with up to 2 ranged weapons and then have their missiles mounted on their shoulders, while the Chaos Sorcerer has a bolter, which could represent one of the guns, their Witchfire attack for the second gun. In fact, I believe the robots can even be equipped with Warpfire flamers, so that fits very well here. Furthermore, the Chaos Sorcerer has access to a psychic power that can also deal mortals at ranged, which the missiles can represent. This means the model wouldn't be doing things that seem too far out of left field. The only downside I really see is that they aren't quite as bulky as a Terminator, so there may be some visual dissonance there. Overall, I'm really happy with this idea and would love for it to be added to my force. So yeah, a lot of thematic options in those reveals. Feels quite encouraging, like Games Workshop is backing my idea here. The whole concept of proxying the robot as a Chaos Sorcerer and Terminator armor has got me thinking about the lore implications of this for my army. The sect of the Dark Mechanicum my Space Marines are working with are unearthing ancient technology, some that even predate the heresy, and twisting them to their new goals, making sure none is wasted that could still serve Vashtor. Even the Marines themselves are being remade, their broken bodies taken from battlefields to be rebuilt as cyborgs, or have their essence imbued into machines. Not even death is an escape until their contract is fulfilled. This feels like a fun narrative point to explain the abundance of machines in the army, and it gives my force more of a niche beyond Marines that follow Vashtor. Plus, it allows me the flexibility to include options and design philosophies from different warbands. Since they are the arms dealers for Chaos, it makes sense that Vashtor and the Dark Mechanicum would save some of the best or most interesting technology for themselves. So yeah, very excited to hit the ground running with this project. I have lots to do, and thanks to these reveals, there is a lot more to come and a lot more to think about. I've loved the support for the project so far. You guys have come up with some great ideas in the comments that have really inspired me. So keep them coming down below, and while you're down there, make sure to hit subscribe so you're up to date with where I am in this project. I hope to see you soon, and thanks for watching.